Fish on. There we go. That's it. That's what we needed. Good morning, everybody. Oh, it's 6:40. Running a little bit late. It's been quite the week. I apologize. I have not posted anything in like a good week. I'll probably save. I know I've been saying I was going to do that Q&A video the last couple weeks, and I just have not done it. I promise that's in the works. And during that, I'll kind of explain what happened this week. But life happened. All right, that's what happened. Just a quick rundown. Car broke down. Had to get it towed. At the same time that was happening, trying to deal with all that, my phone just crapped out. If you know, I'm diabetic, type 1, not type 2. So I've got like a insulin pump that I carry with me in this little baggie so it doesn't get wet. I got sensors on me, and I needed to read with my phone, so I can get alerts of my blood sugar while I'm out there. So I had to make sure all that stuff is set up, put in all those transmitter codes and all that stuff. So, but to go fishing, I forgot my boots. Well, we're walking through grass, so I need to turn around and go get those. So at least I realized it just down the street. Anyway, I have a little bit of time today, and I had to get on the water. It's just been too long. Spent a couple days stuck with no car, no phone. It's like I was living in the caveman times or something. I'm telling you, you get so used to having everything at the access of your fingers, and then when poof, it's gone, it's gone. Anyway, so I need to get back out there, and I am curious. I have seen a lot of pictures and videos of the Canaveral National Seashores area, the Merritt Island Refuge area, and although we did get spared from that big hurricane that has really messed up a lot of families in the Panhandle and on the west side of Florida, including, North Carolina, they've been hit pretty hard. So we did get lucky, but there is still some damage and some road closures out where we're going. I go into Canaveral National Seashores a lot, so you see me going along those roads. So a lot of those roads, some of them have washed out, some culverts have been busted. So until they can open up the geez, truck driver, your lights are bright, and so until they can actually get those roads fixed, sometimes those roads are closed for a few weeks, sometimes even a couple months. So that's something that we got to think about. And I'm curious to check out. So that's what we're going to do. All right. Be right back. I need to run in and get my boots. All right. Got them. All right. Close garage. Make sure she closes. So where was I? Like I said, it's been a hot minute since I've been out fishing. I'm all over the place. It is what it is, but we'll get there. Someone's coming. So we'll just finish this little intro. Anyway, so we're gonna head over. Let's get into the actual stuff that you want to see. Yeah, I'll save all that mumbo jumbo and what I've been up to and all that for that Q&A that I have planned. Why is it so bright right now? We're gonna head over to Canaveral National Seashores. And I'm not sure exactly what area we're going to go. We're just going to kind of scout out the area, some of the roads, see what's working. I brought my beach cart. That way, if some of these roads are closed, we can still walk, try and find some spots. Now, it has been quite the week, and it's starting out to be quite the morning. So I have a feeling with the kind of luck life's been throwing at me this last week, got a good day coming. So I'm excited to get out there and see what we can get into. So stay tuned, everybody. Catch you over there.
Perfect.
Yeah, it rattles the house. All right, let's do it.
Perfect.
All right, well, whoops. I forgot my GoPro that I wear on my chest. It's my newer GoPro, which is still kind of old, I guess, nowadays. But it's that my GoPro Hero 9. I usually wear it on my chest. So all I have is my secondary GoPro, thanks to my parents for hooking me up with theirs. You know, it's an older one, so apologies for the quality of the first-person video that I get. I usually use that extra camera for kind of like underwater or on a selfie stick and releases and things like that. But today I will be using that one. I only have one battery because that's what the other GoPro. But I do have my phone and a hat clip, so that's kind of what we'll be working with today. So, oh boy, look at this. Hang on. I mean, look at this, beautiful. A lot of gators. Dolphin, I think, over here. Yeah, dolphin right there. Of course, mosquitoes. I hear you. Let's keep walking. Dolphin. Man, he's blowing up this spot. So much for fishing that spot. Guess we'll keep walking. Look at that sunrise. Okay, so nothing beats fresh fish. Oh, this changed you guys. You guys are a little bit... There we go. Alright. Well, if you can get fresh bait, that's always key. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and get some fresh ladyfish. We're going to use this, what is this, a Miradine? This is not the heavy one, this is the float one. Okay, so at this point I put on my GoPro, but unfortunately those files were corrupted, so I don't have any of the video of me catching all these little ladyfish. I caught probably at least a dozen and a half in about 20 minutes. So I kept about half a dozen and I cut them into 1 to 2 inch chunks, and that's what I was going to use to then cast for some redfish. Alright, so my other GoPro went from 97% battery, had an SD card error, and now it's 3%. So we're stuck just to the phone, so apologies for no first person or any extra type of footage, because I ain't gonna be able to get it. Well, 20 and a half maybe. Beautiful red. Had the camera facing the other way. Got me a nice red. Just got my second red. They're over here. I'm not that far from you.
Nice, another 20-inch red. Well, as you can see, we have a little bit of a storm coming. A little earlier than what it usually does, but lately the weather has been bipolar. The wind's picking up. Doesn't look like, it looks like it's just a quick one. So unless, I mean, I'm not seeing any lightning, so we're gonna stick it out, possibly. But if it gets really bad or some lightning, we'll head back. So hopefully. But look at this, guys. How beautiful is this? So you got rain over there. That's that's east. The Atlantic Ocean's over there, Mosquito Lagoon. Boy, this is probably one of my favorite areas to fish. Just absolutely beautiful. And of course, when I forget my GoPro, I have caught more reds in a day than I ever have. I'm on 6 and I lost 1. All of them have been 20 inches or slightly over. And then I've caught a couple little baby snook and 24 something ladyfish. And then when I was catching those ladyfish on a Muradine lure, I started cutting up those fresh ladyfish and I started throwing out there, and the wind's kind of going with me. The wind's pushing it out there, so that scent's going out, and I'd say every 10 minutes or so I was getting reds. It's been about a good 30 minutes since I've gotten one now, so I'm gonna see how it goes and then move on. But you know what they say, if you're catching fish, you shouldn't move. So we're gonna stick it out for just a little bit longer. "22-inch red. Nice, beautiful fish. Number 6. Yeah, maybe it was a catfish. That's the biggest catfish I've ever caught, everybody.
What in the world?
Fish on. That is nuts.
All right, I'm gonna head back.
Big red. Gosh, I'm trying to change you guys too. Oh, don't go in there. Yes! Woo-hoo-hoo! Huge red. Guess who's back? Let's measure this guy real quick. 27 and a half. Indian River Lagoon redfish. Just look at those. I am recording, correct? Yes. Wow, what a beauty, guys. About every 30 minutes or so, we're getting a fresh cut ladyfish that we caught right over here in the pond. Whew, let's get them back. As you can see, the weather is definitely turning, but I just got that 27-inch redfish right when the weather's kind of getting bad. There's no lightning, there's no rain, so hey, I'm enjoying the wind. It keeps the bugs down and it keeps me cool. So I don't mind a little rain, especially if it's going with me. There was a redfish nibbling on it. I got too antsy, reeled it in, I spooked him, so hopefully he comes back for it again. No lightning, just making sure I don't see no water spouts, but yeah, I mean, I'd head out, but the fish are biting. I just got a 27-inch red, had another hit just now. You know, like I was talking about, they're eating it and sitting, so I wanted to kind of reel that in that slack, and I did, and I spooked them. So I'm hoping they kind of turn around and come back. If we don't get something here and the weather just gets really, really bad, I'm going to head out, but I have a feeling that one over there, the storms I've been lucky been going around me, but that one I think is going to head right for me. So I did bring my reindeer though. Forgot my GoPro. So, you know, it just sucks. The day I forget my GoPro, right? The day I forget my GoPro, I catch the most reds I've ever caught. Lagoon shore fishing and lagoon fishing. Oh, even on my kayak, this is the most reds I've ever caught. So it feels good to get back for sure. All right, back to it. Let's see if we can get it. Oh boy, all right, I got back just in time. It is now dumping rain. So yeah, we got back just in time before the weather got really bad, which sucks too because they were just starting to chew again. I just gotten that 27-inch red, biggest one of the day, and there were some other big ones in there. But anyway, so of course today, first day back in a while, like I said, I'll kind of give a rundown of how my week went when I do the Q&A. I might work on that this weekend, and I'll kind of get into that a little bit later. But I had a doozy of a week, 2 weeks, and that's kind of what I've been doing. I didn't have a car, didn't have a phone, you name it. So this was the first trip back out in a good week and a half, I'd say. And wow, great day. Great day. And of course, the day that I catch more reds than I've ever caught in a day, all decent size too, I have to add, I forgot my GoPro.
I charged it last night and I put it on. I was trying to keep the counters clean and I moved it somewhere else to charge it and I completely forgot it. But I thought I had my other GoPro. It had a 97% charge this morning. I started recording. I put it on my hat because I always carry an extra couple GoPro clips just for that case. So that GoPro, the older one, I think it's like a 6 or a 7. I usually use that one as like my underwater cam or my head cam. But today I tried to use that as my normal GoPro cam. But after about 10 minutes of recording, it did the usual GoPro thing and had an SD card error, got too hot, and then next thing you know, it says the battery's at 3%. I don't know how it goes from 97% to 3%, but apparently that's what happened. So I basically had the my camera. So apologies, there's no action and real screaming video clips in this one because I would have had them because some of those reds were really screaming. The smallest red of the day, I think, was just under 20 inches. And I caught a total of 6 and lost one big one. And the rest of them were all just over 20 inches, 22 inches. And then that one that was like 27 and a half or something like that. So, great. And when we first showed up, I fished the same spot the whole time. We were throwing some blue crab. I did get hit on the blue crab. I was throwing some frozen mullet and some frozen ladyfish, nothing on those. Then I started throwing my Miradine in the ponds on the opposite side, which were loaded with little baby snook. Off camera, I caught about a dozen little baby snook, and I caught a good over 2 dozen ladyfish, all about, yay big, about a foot length, perfect bait size. So I said, you know what? Let's keep some of these. So I kept 3 of the ladyfish, cut them up into about 2-inch chunks, 1 to 2-inch chunks. So I like to have a variety, and put those in the cooler. And I threw some of those out, and that changed the game. They wanted that fresh bait. They're moving up and down the shoreline, and all the fish caught today were 5 feet off the shore, 5 feet off the bank. Didn't have to cast far, nothing. And I'd say I averaged about 15 to 20 minutes in between fish most of the time. There's a couple times where it kind of slowed down a little bit, but the fresh ladyfish was the key today for sure. And sometimes I was getting hits right away on that Miradine with those ladyfish and those little snook. Lots of little snook. So fishing in here should be really good in the next couple years as those snook get a little bit bigger. But another note too today, it was a little strange. I rarely have fish that swallow the hook, very rarely. But today I would get a tug like a catfish or something like that, and I'd go to check the rod and it wouldn't be doing anything. But those redfish were eating it and just sitting there, and a handful of them swallowed the hook. And not just swallowed it to where I can get it, I'm talking it was all the way in the gut. So, if it's somewhat deep, you might be able to get it out and dig it out. But if it's already in the gut, don't even try and get it out, because most guys will tell you that if it's already in the gut, cut it as close as you can and the fish, he'll still survive. But if you try and dig it out of there, no bueno, he ain't gonna make it. So I tried to adjust a little bit things, tighten up the drag, stay a little closer to the rods, and they still, like I said, they were just eating it and sitting. So, that's a little note taken that, maybe, it's weird though, because then I tried to change it up. When I got a little tug, I would try and tighten it up a little bit and see if there's something on there, try and get him hooked before he swallowed it. And I did that, and I spooked a big red right before he ate it. So it's just one of those things, it happens. All of them swam off perfectly healthy, fine. Like I said, you want to open them up, open that mouth wide, get your scissors in there and cut it as close as you can. But there was no getting those hooks out. So, but overall, at least the big guy, he got a nice little corner hook. But, oh man, what a day. I wish I would have had my GoPro with me. It is what it is. Hey, maybe forgetting my GoPro is good luck, because look at today. We did great. But anyway, guys, it feels great to get back at it. Apologies for everybody that hit me up wanting to go fishing and things like that. Like I said, life was just throwing me curveball after curveball. glass half full. There's a lot of people here in Florida, North Carolina, and everywhere where the Hurricane Helene hit. Much worse situation. So that's the kind of the way I looked at it is, hey, you know, at least I have a car to fix. At least you know what I'm saying? So it's really important to kind of keep that positive mindset. But yeah, so we tackled everything that we had this week, and I got back out here Friday. Feels good. And we got to hunt some fish. What an epic day. And the day started off with a rocket launch. As soon as I got here, I'm unloading, rocket goes up. And there's just nowhere else in the world where you can go and fish these pristine areas and these lagoons. I think we saw one guy in a boat for like 5 minutes and then never seen anybody else. Just there's dolphins, there's manatees, there's gators, lots of wildlife, lots of fish, and it's beautiful out here. If you have never been to the Merritt Island Wildlife Refuge or the Canaveral National Seashores area, definitely go check it out. You know, it's got that old Florida feel. You know how a lot of Florida was before a lot of the developments and stuff. So if you come out here, pick up your trash, because people are coming out here and just leaving trash. Every time I come out, there's more trash and more trash. Just don't be one of those people. We want to keep this area going. But beautiful area, and you have NASA, SpaceX, Blue Origin, all the top of the line rockets and space industry right over here, and you get to watch them go off. It just doesn't get much better, you know. Truly, I'm blessed for sure. But anyway, let's get back home, and yeah, I'll edit this video, and so yeah. I know I'm forgetting something, but anyway, I say anyway all the time. I know I'm rambling. I will catch you in the next one, everybody. Thanks for watching. Tight lines, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.